and welcome to T&D Read Some More. Today we're going to do a budget-friendly wreath. And I was hoping to do a live tutorial today, but for some reason I can't get my tablet to work doing a live today. So I'm going to do a recording, and then I'm going to post it on T&D's Wreaths and More group site. So we're going to do budget-friendly wreath today. It's a heart shape, and we're going to be using mostly Dollar Tree items to get this made. First of all, we're going to start with our heart frame. This came from Dollar Tree. And we're going to use some Dollar Tree mesh. We have white and we have red. We're going to use the picks. These are glitter picks, and they come in a pack of 8. They also come from the Dollar Tree. They're $1. We're going to need 1 zip tie for our bow. We're going to need a Fisket cutter if we need to cut the ribbon, or not the ribbon, but the mesh. Don't ever cut wire ribbon with this; it'll dull it. Zip ties, scissors, ribbon. This is a leftover from Christmas. This came from Walmart. And this is also a leftover from Christmas. This came from Michael's. So, to get started, I took, and you also need a pair of wire cutters, just in case. I already opened up a roll of red and a roll of white, and what I did is I laid the red down, and then I laid the white on top of it. And what I did is I'm going to take a zip tie. These are tiny little zip ties or cable ties. I forget where I got them at, but these are pretty small. Came a pack of 100. And I'm going to be starting down at this end, this right here. And I'm going to lay these two together. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fold this in half, and I'm going to fold it in half again. And I'm going to fold it again. I'm going to go underneath this frame. I'll turn it a little bit more so you're able to see it. And I'm going to take this zip tie, and I'm going to go around this bar right here, and I'm going to bring it up over. I'm going to make a crisscross. What I'm going to do is turn it the other way. I'm going to go up through here. Actually, you can see it. What I did was I took the zip tie and I went around this side and this side. It came up over, so it's across. It's not going this way, it's going across like you're doing an X, but a half an X. And I'm going to zip tie it tight. And I'm actually going to zip tie it. I'll make sure that's turned up, because that's how we're going to go. This is going to get zip tied to the back. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take my cutters, and I'm going to cut that. Zip tie. Okay, like I said, I have these 2 rows of mesh, and then what I'm going to do is this middle bar right here on the frame, I'm going to take the 2 of them like this, and I'm going to go up through. 1 on each side. 1 on each side, like that. Try and keep them together so that you got the red and the white together. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull that up, and you're going to keep them as much together as you possibly can, and you're going to pull it up even, and you're going to push it. Pull it up even and push. And you're going to keep going. You're going to keep pulling that up even. gotta make sure you have it pretty even. You know, keep it together and push it. Just keep going like that. You just keep working that, and we're just going to keep pushing it, and you're going to keep pulling it up. You're going to keep the rows on top of each other, and you're just going to keep working that, and you're just going to keep pulling up and pushing, pulling up and pushing, and you're going to keep going like that. Now keep working like this. Pull up and push, and you're just going to pull it down here as tight as you can. You're just going to keep making it snug, you know, as snug as you possibly can. Just keep pulling that up, snug, and just keep tugging. This is the pull through method. You've got the red and the white together, and you just keep pulling it up, and you just keep tugging. We're just going to keep going like that. I'm just going to keep pulling it up and tucking, and you're just going to go all the way around, and you're going to keep going. So I'm a self-taught wreather. I've been making wreaths off and on since 2013. But in 2015, I decided it was finally time to start working from home. I'm a nurse, and I was also a full-time store manager. I was a store manager for Dollar General. I have a special needs child, and she was in and out of the hospital quite a bit, and I felt it was time for me to spend as much time with her as I could. She's got a lot of medical issues, and it's better for me to be at home with her, because honestly, she needed me more than what the workforce did. So I started working at these more in the past year, actually a lot more, because this past year I did a bunch of different craft shows. So I'm really trying to get this really going. So it's also a good hobby, but it's something that we're trying to turn into a full-time business, seriously. So, and you just make it as snug as you possibly can. And this is what the back looks like. That is going to get pulled in a little more, as much as I can then, so it's not all loopy there. But you just crunch, you keep crunching, you just keep pulling it up in that middle bar there, and you just crunch it together. And it actually works pretty well. So we're gonna get this together. You just want to keep crunching and working it, you know, as well as you can. Keep the colors together as good as you possibly can. It seems like we might be able to go around, go up. Okay, so that's more or less, I think that's more or less pretty tight there. Not going to get any more in there, I don't believe, because you don't want to cram it too much. So that's our first part. Now we're going to go up, and we're going to go underneath this bar. You're going to do the same thing. You're just going to bring it up over. And you just pull that up as tight as you can. And you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to bring them up together and crunch. Bring them up together and crunch. See what I'm doing? I'm keeping these on top of each other, you know, as good as I can, that they're even. You're going to bring them up together. Okay? You're going to bring them up around that middle bar together. And what you're going to do is you're going to crunch them together. Up over, and you're just going to push it in there. Up over and push. Up and push. Up and push. And that's what we're going to continue to do. You're going to work that all the way around. You're just going to keep going. Just work that all the way around. So I don't know what the weather is for everybody, but here in Pennsylvania it got a little warm today, actually. I guess tonight they want it okay, and tomorrow they want rain, and then Saturday I believe they want ice, and then back to down in the 20s again next week. So like I said, we just keep the white on top of the red as good as you can, and you just bring them up together, bring them up even together, and just push and crunch, push and crunch. Bring them up, push and crunch. Bring them up, push and crunch. Push and crunch. You know, this really is this is easy on the budget. This is push and crunch, pull up, push and crunch. See, I have these together. They're on top of each other, and you just bring them up in this middle bar here, one on each side, and you just bring them up. You pull them up together, and then you just pull them up, and you just crunch. Pull them up, push and crunch. Just pull through method. Pull them up, push and crunch. Pull them up, push and crunch. Pull them up, push and crunch. This is actually my first video I'm doing, and I'm trying to do something easy for people who are just learning, and I figured this would be something easy. So we're just going to keep going with this, and I'm thinking the last one took me like 2 1/4 rows, but I think I'm actually trying to squish a little more on this one to make it a little fuller. So I'll have to see. Like I said, just try and keep them on top of each other. That way you don't have to play so much with keeping it together. And you just pull and crunch. You know? Pull and crunch. Now, with this, we're getting to the end here. Actually, I'm going to put this down, because what I'm going to do is, it's got staples in it, and I'm going to gently get the staples out of here. Save as much ribbon as you can, you know. If you can't, then you just cut it. Yeah, they come with they're stapled. The Dollar Tree staples are meshed to the rows. Well, honestly, most of them do, but I do my best to take them off without putting holes in them, so I can use as much as I can. You know, it's not a big loss, you know, with the Dollar Tree stuff, but the more you waste, the more money, the more you are gonna lose your money. You're gonna not make any kind of you gotta make every penny count. So yeah, it's just, let me get that out of there. You have to just keep pulling and scrunching. You know, just keep it together as good as you can. It might get a little off, but it's gonna look good when it's done, as long as you keep it pretty much matched up together here. And you just keep pulling it and just scrunch it. Just pull it in as tight as you can. You know, press it down there. Get it in there as tight as you can. So like I was saying before, I'm a self-taught wreather. I started teaching myself in 2013 to make wreaths. I was mostly selling them to friends and donating them to fire companies for different events and stuff that they were doing. Actually, the main fire company was Lehigh and Luzanne Volunteer Fire Company in Weatherly. I do make wreaths and stuff and donate to when they do some different functions. So now I have some extra here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to try and cut it that it's matching with the red, so it's not any shorter than the red there. And this is actually a good piece, so it's a nice size piece. It's probably about 8 inches, so I'm going to keep that for another wreath I am working on, because the edges on this is actually really well put together, really good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to finish squishing it in there. So that is squished in there. So what I'm going to do is try and match it up at the end, that it's together also, that it's pretty well matched up. Okay. And then take a little zip tie to that. That way it doesn't fall out. You know, it's pretty snug in there, but I'm still going to zip tie it. Actually, I'm going to crunch that down there. Crunch that down right on there. Actually, I'm going to pull it out a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to pull it out a little bit, and I'm going to bring that up to be zip tied together. I'm going to start the zip tie, get that in there, make a little loop. Same thing, you know, you're going to like exit over. And you don't want to go too far, because in the meantime, what I want to do is I'm going to open up another red one. I'm going to lay that down. Okay, that's actually, I'm not too happy with that one. Put that there for now. Save that for that, because I'll rebag that. Okay, this one's actually pretty good. This one's, alright, that's got a little loop there, but that's fine. Open the white one. And the same thing, we're going to put it on top of each other. The white on top of the red. And we're going to do this, we're going to fold this in half again. And then we're going to fold it again. And we're going to fold it one more time where we keep the open part up to the top. And we already have a zip tie there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it underneath. But I actually want to put it in there. Put it in through the back of this zip tie. The back part here. Okay. I'm going to pull it in there. Have a good little section in there to make sure it's caught. We don't want any popping out. And then we're gonna zip tie the two of them onto there. I'm gonna zip tie them together, the one that we finished and the one that we're starting. They're gonna get zip tied on there together. You're gonna bring it around the back and pull it as snug as you can. I got a couple loose strings here I'm going to cut off so it's not interfering. And again, we're going to cut this off, your zip tie. Take your cutters, your wire cutters, and cut down as far as you can go. So there we go. And another thing I'm going to do is, got this extra back here. I'm going to cut that off so there's not too much of a lump there. Just be careful so you don't cut your wreath. And then I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to cut this part from the first two rows that we did. Shorten that down some so that's not sticking out too much. Like I said, just be sure you don't cut into what you're working into, or you're going to ruin it and have to start over, and you don't want to do that. So let's get these strings out of here. Actually got a string here and a string here. You're going to have that with no matter what mesh you work with. Some of the more higher price, better quality stuff isn't going to shred so bad. This is what your back looks like. That is what your back looks like. That's really tight in there. So that's not going to fall out. It's very tight. The back is very, very tight. That will not fall out. We have it secured here with a pipe cleaner and down here with a pipe cleaner. And when we're done, we're going to put another pipe cleaner in. So like I said, we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to keep them lined up, and you're just going to keep working through. And it would have been so much better if I could have done the live. I don't know what happened. Actually, it was on there when I was trying to do lives earlier, but now I went back in there to do it, and it's not letting my group access the live part to do anything. It goes to camera, but then it wants to just take pictures, and it's not letting me getting access to my video cam on here. But it's letting me get access if I'm not doing anything in the group. You know, it's letting me go in through my camera itself and join a video. But as to trying to do it on Facebook to get it in live, it's not actually allowing me to do that. So I was hoping that this was going to be a live one that I could answer questions. But when I do post it, if anybody has any questions, all I got to do is put it into the group, into the video itself, and I will answer as soon as I see it. I can't say it'll be immediately since it is not a live. But I will do the best I can to get back to you with any questions you might have or concerns. So this, we're going to have to do something with this because that'll get pushed up in there then. There, that's good. So we're just going to keep going. We're just going to keep pulling it up together and scrunching it. Like I said, it's double rows, and I thought this would be something for people that are just starting. I thought it would be an easy video for anybody who's just trying to get started with something. And like I said, it's budget friendly. It's mostly Dollar Tree items. The mesh comes from Dollar Tree, and these rolls I using right now are actually pretty nice. Some of them are pretty bad. They fray something terribly. Depends. This one's actually pretty nice. So we're gonna try and keep this so that I think that's tight enough there. That works there. We're gonna put one more in there, I think. And then we're going to go into the next group. Okay. Just try and keep it together. We're going up over. We're going underneath this bar and up over. So this bar underneath here is going to be okay. Alright. We're just going to keep going, because I don't want to take an hour to do the video. I'm going to try and get this done, because I'm going to show you how to make the bow. I do all my bows by hand. I mean, I make every single bow by hand. And I do different kinds of bows. It took me a while to get the knack of them. You gotta play around with them. You really do. Especially me, I'm like a perfectionist. It drives me crazy if it's not the way I want it. So, you would not believe how many wreaths I've made and torn apart because I wasn't happy with the outcome. I've actually thrown some away. I was so upset with myself. And that's not a good thing to do, because that is a total waste of money. Total waste of money. So I'm trying to get this together here. Like I said, you're going around this. The Dollar General or Dollar Tree frames only have 3 metal rings, and we're going between, this is 1, 2, and 3. We're going between 2 and 3. So between 1 and 3, I should say. So we're going up through the middle. And these are pretty wide. I actually had one that was from Walmart, and they're really tight. And I'm not able to get them this year. I can't find them at Walmart. The one Walmart I went to and asked about, they said they had them last year, but they didn't get them after that. They clearanced them out, actually, which is a shame because they would have been pretty awesome. And I checked Michael's today, too. And I didn't find any heart frames there either. So the heart frame I used from Walmart was actually 16-inch. I think this one's about a 13-inch frame. I'd have to look on the tag. Matter of fact, let me look. Let me grab another one. Let's see. You know, I have one up here. Yeah. You know what? It doesn't say what size it is, just says it's made in USA. Oh no, it says it was made in China. It's imported to the USA. It's made in China. It doesn't say what size it is. But I think it's a 13-inch. I actually have my tape measure out in my living room, because I sit out there a lot and work, because it's so cramped back here. This room is so full. There's not a whole lot of room back here to work anything. This craft room is atrocious. I mean, it's packed. I got totes full of ribbon. I got boxes of mesh. I got stuff hanging all over the place. It's just anywhere I could put it back here, that's where it is. And like I said, what we're doing for anybody who's just starting to get in here now, this is a frame from Dollar Tree. This mesh is also from Dollar Tree. I'm actually pretty happy with this because this mesh is pretty nice. We're taking 2 rows of mesh, 6-inch mesh from the Dollar Tree, and I'm laying it out on top of each other, and I'm taking the 2 together, pretty even up together, as even as can be, and I'm pulling them up around this bar. So they're going down, under, and up and around. And what I'm doing then is I'm pulling them up And then I'm pushing and scrunching as I'm going. Just keep pulling up, pushing and scrunching, pulling up, pushing and scrunching. You just keep pulling up and you just keep pushing and scrunching. Pull up, push, scrunch. And you just keep them on top of each other. And I actually can't, for anybody that's coming in now, this is the wreath we're working on. I already did this one up. It's on a Dollar Tree frame. And it has handmade bow, 2 different colors, and they have some sparkly, glittery, 4 little sparkly, glittery hearts in here. And that also comes from Dollar Tree. So, we're going to continue with this. See how far we get. Like I said, that first one I used 2 1/4 rows, and it might be the same with this. So it's all set and done. But I just thought this would be something to show for anybody that wants to start to make anything, even if you just want to make something for yourself, for your home, Valentine's Day. This is budget friendly, considering most of the items are from Dollar Tree. So, the most expensive thing there is the ribbon. That one roll was $6.99 from Michael's. I bought that at regular price because I wanted it for Christmas. And the other one came from Walmart, and that was $2.47. But you don't use all that ribbon on one. Some of them, if I make the ribbons pretty big, I'll go through quite a bit of ribbon. But this one I didn't make too big on here because I knew I was going to do a tutorial on it. So I wanted to make sure I had some of that red with white polka dot left, because that's a burlap and I can't find that. And like I said, that was from Christmas from Walmart. I bought a couple of them and I had used them up for my Christmas wreaths I did. And I looked at Michael's and I couldn't find any there. So let me see how this is. Push a little tighter so I can get a little more in there. Let's see how this looks back here. I don't want to overcrowd it. I think that's fine. See, that's what the back looks like. That's pretty full in the back also. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to roll down to, I'm going to go underneath this bar here, right here. You're going to go underneath that. And you're going to bring up between that bar and up between this bar. And you're just going to pull them together. Up and together. So that should be pretty much. And you're just going to pull up and you're going to scrunch. Pull up and scrunch. Pull it and scrunch it. And you're going to keep the colors together on top of each other as well as you can. I'm just going to pull up and scrunch. Pull up and scrunch it together. Just pull up and scrunch it. I'm just going to keep pulling and scrunching. I'm going to get pretty close to the end there, and then I'm going to take it off the roll. Take it off as easily as you can because there's staples in there. You don't want to be ripping the mesh. If you have to cut it, then you got to cut it. But you try and save as much as you can and use as much as you can. You don't want to be wasting things if you don't have to be. It can get costly if you waste a lot of items or a lot of things. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to lay this down and you're going to unroll this, and there's staples in here, so you just very carefully remove the staples. See, I just very carefully remove them, or if I can't, then I have to cut the mesh. If I don't have to, I don't. Like the white one, I had more white than what I did red, and it looks like this is going to be the same thing. Looks like it's going to be more white on the row than red, definitely. They're supposed to be 6 inches by 5 yards, but I think sometimes, it seems like sometimes the white's usually more, or they're getting shorted. So, very gently get the staples out, so you're not damaging it. They usually have like 2 staples in a row. So, I'm going to continue pulling that up and scrunch them. Pull them, scrunch them. So, let's see what we got here. Scrunch. Yep, I got extra white again. Like I said last time, that's what I had too. Was extra white. So you just want to try and keep it the same length. And that's another good size that I can use for, I'm working on a spiral wreath with red, white, and pink, and that's going to work perfect. Like I said, I'm really impressed with this mesh I have here right now. The ends are very well put together. They're not fraying. The one I had there I was a little disappointed with, so I didn't use it. I just wanted to make sure that the ends were nice. Try and keep them, the more ones that are a little messed up, for like doing the spiral wreath. Okay, so now this is the end of this one, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take a little bit out of here, and I'm going to squish it down to the end, and I'm going to take the zip tie, and I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to take the zip tie, and we're going to go underneath this bar here. See, we got this bar. We're going to go like that, right across there, that bar like that. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to take that right there, and I'm going to start, oops, I'm going to zip tie it together, but not tight, because I want to get my other one in there that I'm starting. I just want to make sure that the wreath stays together. So let's see here. I think that, actually, no, don't want to do that. No, we're not actually, no, we're not going to do that, because we're going to need more in here. Yeah, we're going to need more in here. So I think that's not, okay, sorry. This is going to come off, because I actually need more in there. So I got to cut this one off and put a different one on. I actually need another roll of red mesh that I wasn't too happy with. Let's see how this one looks. Yeah, this one looks good. Actually, no, this is gonna have to come up here, because I'm gonna need more in here. Sorry. So what we're gonna do is pull and squish, pull and squish. Where's that at? Keep that together. We're going to pull and squish. Pull and squish. Make sure we're good there. Okay, where is that? Okay, so what happened was we got that all messed up there. Wait a minute, let me bring this back out some, because now it just decided to go sideways. I can't do that. Okay, so now what we have is, alright, so that's that. Pull and squish, pull and squish, pull and squish. Pull and squish. Right, pull and squish. We're just going to keep pulling and squishing. Pull and squish. Pull and squish. That's what we're going to do. Just going to get it near as tight as we possibly can. And then, okay, so that's in there tight. So, what I'm going to do is, since I got to start down here with a new one, we're going to take this and we're just going to squish it down, and we're going to get the zip tie around it. Zip tie is going to go around the middle bar up here, because we actually have to get more mesh going. You might want to use bigger zip ties for just starting out, because you're going to need them probably, because those are really tight. They're so small. And now, because I'm not going to use all this, I'm actually going to keep this wrapping. So what I don't use, I can wrap it back up. Because if you don't, it gets stuck to other things, and you don't want that. You don't want that at all. Actually, this feels flimsier. I don't know why. Okay. So, got the red, and got the white, and I'm going to head into the bag. Because what I don't use, I can rewrap when I'm done. And we're going to start lining it up again, and we're going to do the fold, and we're going to fold again, and I'm going to fold one more time. And we're going to bring it over here, and I'm actually going to come in from the back, since this is how we're going to go up. We're going to go up through the back. So I'm coming in through the back again. I'm going underneath the pipe cleaner, or not the pipe cleaner, but the zip tie. And that's, like I said, I think you should start with a little bit bigger zip tie. I've been doing this for a little while, so I can get away with using the smaller ones. And I'm going to flip it over. And look at that. We're going to turn it around. We're going to zip tie that as tight as we possibly can. And we're going to take the snippers, the wire cutters, and we're going to cut that pipe cleaner off as far down as we can. Oops, missed a little piece. Okay. You're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut the excess off. Just make sure you don't cut what you already worked, because you'll be very upset if you did. And you're going to flip it over and do the same thing to the other side, because you have the excess from the other part there that you just finished off. So you want to cut some of that off. Just be careful not to cut into your working product. Okay, there we go. Alright, and we're ready to go. Got them on top of each other. So just gotta make sure they're snug. That there we go, they're tight. So we're gonna start again with we're gonna go up through. You're gonna scrunch that, and you're gonna take this up through around that side and around this side. And squish it. And you're going to squish that as tight as you can. You're going to pull it up, and you're going to squish it in there, so that you have it tight together. Try and keep these on top of each other as even as you can. Pull squish, pull them up and squish, bring it up and squish. Just going to keep doing that. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here, so do the best that we can. Get that going, pull that up, keep that squished, keep bringing that up and squishing it in there. Okay, keep bringing that up and squishing it. Like I said, I wish this would have left me do the live. It would be so much easier. I could answer questions as you have them. This makes it more difficult because it's not live, it's being recorded, and then it's going to have to be put on my group page or my group. I'd rather have had the live so people could talk to me with any questions and concerns. I could answer them immediately, but it didn't work that way, which I'm truly sorry. But I wanted to get this done because I had said I was going to start doing the videos and, you know, the tutorials and teach people how to make wreaths. Okay, let me see here. I think one more. Pull and scrunch. You see how that looks? And that's pretty full back there. So I can move on to the next. Let me just double check it. I just want to make sure that that's good and tight. And it is. Oh, maybe just a little bit more in there, maybe. Just do a little bit more. Alright, get that up there out of the way. Alright, just a little more. Okay, now we can go up under the next one and get that all worked in there. Got this little bit of corner yet to do. Just try and keep it as much on top of each other as you can. Now, okay. Okay, get that up there and squinch it. Get that up there and squinch. Okay. Like I said, there's two colors together here, and you keep rows on top of each other as good as you can to work this double wreath. It's a double pull through, and I just thought, you know, this would be something simple for people to learn. I'm hoping anyway. But I want to start teaching how to make wreaths, so that's why I've got this going. Okay, now we're doing our V down here. Gonna go around that, and same thing, you just keep going, just keep that on top of each other as good as you can, and you just keep bringing it up together and scrunching. Bring it up together and scrunch. Bring it up together and scrunch. Bring it up. Just keep it on top of each other. Bring it up together and scrunch. And what I'm going to do is, since I'm just about done here, I'm going to take this down here and I am going to cut it. Oh, you know what? I'm going to cut it with my Fisker. This is what you can use to cut mesh, and it cuts it really nice for you. So, makes it even. So I have those left over. And finish this. Okay. Gonna pull it up and push. Just gonna keep bringing it in. pull. Pull and push. Okay, let me see here. I wonder, that might be, don't want to get it too full. Well, we got more to go yet, so we're going to just bring it in. Lay it down, might make it a little bit easier. Okay, just going to bring it up. Squish it in. Put that together there. Okay, where is it going? All right. So now I bring that up. Bring it up. All right. This wants to twist on me now. Okay. All right. Let me see here what I can do. Pull and bring it up. Okay. I might have to take a little more off. Let me see here. That I got caught on my shirt. You don't want to do that. No. That you don't want. Okay, I might have to take some of this out of here. I have to see. Maybe not. Just got to get it in there properly. Like I said, if it's not in there right, I'm not happy. Because that's how I am. Alright, so we got to take, alright. That's good there. Okay, we're going to take this up like this yet, okay? Actually, I'm going to start coming around this way into there. So I'm going to put that underneath there because that's going to come up from there. You're just going to keep squishing and pulling, squishing and pulling, squishing and pulling. Just keep squishing it and pulling it up. That's all. Just keep it together and squish it and bring it up there. That's all. Gonna keep bringing it up. Yep. And there it is. So make sure it's not too much. And then let me see here. That might be. So we have that all together. Now what we're going to do is take some of these strings off. I don't like them on there. That last piece I'm not going to zip tie in there because it's in there so tight it's not going to go nowhere. Or maybe I should zip tie it down. Alright, so we got these. You know, maybe I should zip tie it down so you don't see the ends from being brought up, because I'll look all shredded. Yeah, I'm gonna zip tie that down there, definitely. Yep. That's going to get zip tied down so it doesn't look all shredded. So I'm going to try and get that down over the bar there. So we're going to zip tie this last one, and then we're done with that. And then we're going to then we're going to fluff it out a little bit. Okay. So we're going to take this and we're going to zip tie it down into there. Going to go around the back with that zip tie. Tighten it as tight as you can. And then get that off. As far down as you can go. Just don't cut into your product. You won't be very happy with that. Okay. A couple more loose strings we're getting off. Okay. Get these strings off. This is what our back looks like. So the back looks fine. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fluff it a little bit, you know, get it opened. Okay, so we're going to open it a little bit. You're going to take the colors and just open it a little bit here and there. Just take the two and divide them here and there, you know, just open it up. If you don't want to open it all the way, you know, all around, then don't. That way you got the colors in there. But what we're doing is we're going in there and we're just taking the colors and opening them up a little bit. We're just trying to do something here to blend them in with each other a little bit. You actually want to try and open it up a little so it doesn't look so squished together. Because actually this is the side I opened, this side I haven't opened yet, so you can actually see the difference. Didn't open too much. I might open more than after it's all completed, but I just want to get this done so we can go on and get the bow made and get the roses in there. So yep, I'm just taking it apart and opening it up a little more just to, you know, get it to look a little bit better so it's not all squished down, you know, into one big blob. And there you go. That's your Valentine wreath. Right there is your Valentine wreath. Okay, so we have these picks from Michael's, and, or not Michael's, these are also from the Dollar Tree. We're going to take 4 of them, and what we're going to do is we're going to use our, actually it must have been 9, or no, 9 in the bag, because I have 4 on that one. I'm going to take this wire cutter, and we're going to come down, you know, to maybe about there. And what you're going to do is you're going to put them in here somewhere, and then you're going to take hot glue and glue them in. I'm not going to glue them in tonight because I want to get this bow done. But you're going to take these bows, or these picks, and you're going to place them in there somewhere. You don't want to cut too much off because you do want them sticking out. So we're going to put, you know, these picks in different spots, and then you will be gluing them in there. Don't want to take them all off. Don't want to take too much off. About that. Maybe like that. You know, and figure out where you want to go with your picks. You know, if you want to go further down, further up. About like that. Okay. So it's up to you where you want to go with them. But you have those there. Like that. You want to pick 2, 3, and 4. And like I said, you're going to hot glue them in then. And then when you're done with your product, all you do is you go around with your scissors and you just cut all the exercise strings off of them. Right, let me get this out of the way here. We're going to do the bow. Let me put that back there so it doesn't get hooked up on anything. What we're going to do is we're going to take this bow and get it done because we're already an hour here. I didn't want to take this long, but it actually did. Because I make all my bows by hand. I'm actually going to start with the little one for right now. I'm going to make some streamers. The streamers are going to get attached after the fact. Okay, so there's one streamer. I just randomly cut them. This one is 12 1/4 inches. So this one I'm going to cut just a little bit bigger. So a little bit. Okay, so that one's 12 1/4 and this one is 14. So what you want to do is you want to take them and you want to fold them in half, okay? And you want to cut a nice edge on them. You want to make it look pretty. So you're just going to cut like a V shape, but you're going to cut towards the wire. So you want to cut like this. That way your bow looks like that. Your tail. And this ribbon is one-sided only. So when I make the bow, I'll be showing you how I make them. Like again, you just cut, you fold it in half, and you cut towards the wire. You start in the fold edge, and you cut over to the wire, and you get a nice clean cut like that. So I'll put them aside. So now to make my bow, what I do is, I usually just eyeball it now. Okay, I'm going to fold it like that. You're going to take it and you're going to fold your bow like that. And make sure you got extra there. And then you're going to take it and you're going to fold it again. And what I usually do is I'll go up like this. I'll fold it like this just to make sure that it's even. There we go, it's even. Just make sure that extra part's over there so you're not cutting into your bow. And then you're going to take it and you're going to squish it together like that. You're going to pinch it together so it looks like a bow, okay? And you're still going to have it even. So pinch it like a bow. And what you do is, because it's one-sided, you take this and you twist it one time. And then you're going to go around and you're going to try and keep it the same size. If you want to go a little bit bigger, go ahead. Since I'm going to be putting another color with it, it's a little bit bigger, that much. And you're going to squish it. And you're going to twist it one time. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to go around. It's a little bit bigger, that much. And you're going to hold it. You're going to squish it together. And what you're going to do is you're going to cut it. You have a little bit. You're going to cut. Don't cut it all the way off. Cut it so that you got something hanging there, because you have to be able to catch it. Okay? Alright, so that's that. So that's a little bit big. So you're still going to hold that together. Once I'm holding that together, I'm going to get the white. And I'm going to start with the white. Again, I'm going to fold that like that. But it's going to be a little bit bigger. I don't want to go too much bigger. Maybe like that. I did 2 loops of the red. because I didn't have a whole lot left to work with that, so that was my option. That's what I did on the other one though too, just 2 loops. So I'm going to take that, don't want to go too much bigger, so I'm going to go down a little bit more, make it a little smaller, because you don't want to go a whole lot bigger, it won't look right. Okay, so there, like that, and you're going to have the overloop like that, and I'm going to go squish that in there, hold that together, and you're going to twist it 1 time. Oh no, you're not going to twist it. Right now what you're going to do is you're going to fold it over, because you already have that like that. You're going to fold it like that, but you're going to make sure, try and make sure that they're about the same. Okay, so then you're going to scrunch it. So I'm going to go this way, and what I'll do is I'll go back up this way, fold it together. That's pretty good, like that. Okay, so just keep them squished together, and what you're going to do is you're going to turn 1 turn. You're going to make another loop, same size or a little bigger if you want. Don't want to go too much bigger. So, and you're going to squish it. They're about the same size. You're going to squish it. A little bit bigger, not much. And you're going to flip. So you're going to twist it 1 time. Come over and do the same thing here. So, you got the same size. Pinch it together. Just pinch it. Okay. You're going to do another twist. And you're going to pinch it again. It's the same. 1 more twist. One more twist, and you're going to pinch it again. And I think I'm going to keep it the same size. Okay. So you're going to twist it. You're going to squish it. Alright. So I think this one I'm going to put 1 more loop. Because I only had 5 loops on that one. I want to do 6. Oh. I'll do 1 more. 1 more. Okay. So we're going to get up there and squish it together. Got your loop. 1 more twist. Okay, 1 more twist. Into your bow. Do your loop again. It's not going to let me a whole lot of ribbon for anything else, so. Alright. So that's about the same size. They're all about the same. You don't want to be too off. Alright. So then you got all that. So we have 4 white on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 red on each side. And you're going to cut it. You take your pipe cleaner, and you're going to bend your pipe cleaner in half, and you're going to take your pipe cleaner and you're going to squish it down. You're going to fold your bow up, and you can tell that it's pretty well even all the way around. So you're going to make sure that it's pretty well squished together, and you're going to take your pipe cleaner and you're going to twist it. And you're going to twist it. Okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to open this back up, because you have 2 on this side, okay, and you have 2 over here. What you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to work this out as good as you can. You're going to hold that in your hand, okay, and you're going to take your loops and you're going to fluff them up. Fluff them, fluff them. fluff them. And this one you're actually gonna want to try and fluff them. Yeah, we'll fluff that one up there, and we'll fluff that one up there. You're just gonna fluff them. Fluff that one up there. Fluff this one up to the top. Fluff that one to the bottom. You're gonna fluff this one to the bottom. You can actually fluff them better, you know, then. Let me see here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take it and attach it to the top of your, whoops, no, we're gonna do, oh, I forgot, sorry, wasn't thinking, gotta unwrap that again, sorry, gotta unwrap that, and you gotta add these to it, and I actually try and fold them in half, so that I got them about the same. If they're off a little, they're off, but you take that and you flip it this way, scrunch it in there, okay, and you're gonna twist that in there with that. That's gonna go in there with everything else, so that's good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'll pull that down, I'm going to take the pipe cleaner and I'm going to go up in here. You already got your flower or your hearts in there. You're going to take your pipe cleaner and you're going to go up and take the top part, you can go up in this bar, and the other part you're going to go in on the other bar. You're going to go around the same bar that you did your mesh through. That's what you're going to do. That way it looks fine. You don't want to pull it too taut. But at the same time, you don't want it too loose either. So, then you're going to twist it in the back. And then what you're going to do is, that came out because it's not hot glued in. What you're going to do then is you're going to take, now that you have that on there, you can work with your bow a little bit better. So what you're going to do is you're going to work with it. You're going to take this, you know, you can hold it now. You can move the loops around to where you want them. And actually move the loops to where you like to have them. Just put them where you want them. And loop, you know, poof them up. Just fluff them. Fluff them up. Play with your bow as much as you want to get it to where you want it. You got your tails there. Your tails. So you got your loops. Fluff it as much as you like. You know? There. There. Fluff as much as like, and then you got your tails, and then you have your hearts in here, and there's your Valentine's wreath. This bow is actually bigger than the first one I did. This bow is bigger than the first bow, and the first wreath I did. So there you go. It's complete. So that was a budget saving wreath, and it turned out pretty decent. So you can fluff it later, you know, fluff it out more if you want. So that, you know, just play with it and get it how you like to have it shaped. So our first tutorial is done. Too bad it wasn't live, Well, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, and have a great day.